There's the twins for once together.
All right, it's the actual credits now. Then
Yep.
it just started for me. Oh fuck, we're actually here. We were looking at the fucking credits. Jesus Christ. This has taken the better part of about 52 days, I think, maybe 53 days to finish.
Yep.
Oh, fine. We're probably going to have a fairly long credit sequence here, I'm guessing, so
Yeah.
we'll just relax and everything. Obviously, we're going to talk about the game and our opinion and stuff of it. Obviously, first and foremost, would have liked to have SG here a bit longer. Obviously, he can't do this as much as on the fly as Nova and I can, so...
Right, because of scheduling.
Yeah, we're trying to get him back because we want to do Palace of the Dead. We're going to try and get him back for that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know when we'll be doing that, but that is something we do at least need other people for. The two of us aren't
we need at least one person, maybe two.
Yeah, well, if we could get two, that'd be even better, but we need at least one more for that.
Yeah.
Music's really awesome, actually. The first time I'm hearing this song. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
We've this game has definitely been more of a Nova. This isn't just mine. This is a co-op let's play for a reason. I'm just the one that's recording and editing it. Obviously, if Nova could do that, if he had all the spare time, I'm sure he might have done something.
Maybe, yeah.
Obviously he works, I don't, so I've got more time to do this. And he's been Nova. You have been a fucking tremendous help through this entire fucking playthrough since episode 2. Yeah. And obviously, because episode 1 we still haven't done commentary for yet. So,
to be fair, you've only played this game just to show it off once. Before that, you were pretty much blind.
I didn't. It wasn't even a thing. What I did was I got like a weekend pass or something like that.
Yeah.
And I played for about 2-3 hours, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't. I wasn't really paying much attention. It was like, oh, I can play controller. That's fantastic. Actually, as I said before we started, I had like a 3-hour. I had a 3-hour experience with this game, and it wasn't like I was really paying much attention. So I was playing blind, and I actually started at older or whatever. So I actually didn't even know what to do in Limsa Laminsa. So it was blind practically from the start.
Yeah.
Unless the first session was definitely a bit of a, it was like a bit of a teething process, so to speak. We didn't really have much of a plan in place for the first session because I didn't actually realize we'd all be doing different quests right at the beginning. Obviously, you and even SG was there for the first session. You played a different role, so you had different things you had to do first.
And for people at home wondering, the reason I was so far leveled ahead of these guys was because the job I wanted, you couldn't get until you got to level 50, so I had to get a job boosting kit because I wanted it from the beginning. Otherwise, I'd have to wait till like the very end of this Let's Play to do that, and that would have been, in my opinion, really stupid.
And plus, actually, you've been level 50 helps us get through the game a little bit quicker as well.
Yeah.
I'd say we'd still not be quite there yet if you hadn't been level 50. We'd probably be somewhere in the 40 quests at the moment.
I would have been level grinding to be sure, or so, if I had started like that.
It would have taken a lot more time out of your day, though.
Yeah.
So I honestly didn't mind that too much.
Yeah.
Alright, so, since I'm the noob, I'll go first with the thoughts and stuff. Obviously, you'll probably have a lot more to say than I will, but I'll just say it right now. Reason I wanted to do this, number one, Final Fantasy 14. It's a Final Fantasy game. It's honestly not a spin-off or anything. Final Fantasy games always have good stories, and though I haven't been paying attention because I hate the amount of fucking fetch quests and stupid side quests here.
Yeah.
It's really fucking annoying. It definitely wasn't fun in that respect. But when you get to dungeons and stuff like that, oh my god, this game's so much fun to play.
Yep.
Obviously, when your teammates aren't moving forward and leaving you behind, like in that fucking last dungeon. Jesus Christ, hey, it had to be the last fucking dungeon as well, didn't it? Where I didn't actually... At least I got to see the cutscenes, that's why I only cared about it.
And to be fair, too, you didn't have any of the Ironworks gear either, which really kind of worked against you in that dungeon.
To be honest, the only reason I died because I got fucking... I was getting attacked from behind and nobody was coming to help, even though...
Yeah, nobody noticed.
What was I saying? Music's fantastic, I'll give it that. I do love again, if you're a controller person like me, try this game out because it is fully compatible for controller people like myself.
Yes, it is.
You get games where it's like, oh, you can plug a controller in, if you want to play it that way, but the game's not really built around it. No, the game is completely built around controller accessibility. Yep. So if you want to play it that way, go right ahead. Both Nova and myself, even SG, we all played with controllers. Not one of us played keyboard and mouse. I assume, I had fun playing as Arcanist, and didn't mind Summoner. Obviously, I didn't really get a chance to really upgrade the job class much, because obviously you can only get free spells before level 50, so I wasn't really able to do much with my Summoner at the end of the thing. But we'll get more into that as we probably go along with the following of the game when we eventually get to recording that. Cutscenes are nice, it's well voice acted, I have no problem with that at all of it's done well. As I said, it does suffer from the whole fetch quest problem that a lot of MMOs do, but that is unfortunately, again, par for the course for MMOs.
That's an MMO thing, can't really do much about that.
I would suggest trying this out. If it ever has a free weekend or something like that, go right ahead, pick it up, give it a try, and see for yourself. I don't think I'd be somebody who would pay a monthly subscription to this, though I don't do that in general, but I wouldn't do that here. Again, I will be doing this again in the future. Obviously, we've got more to do, but I'll be getting the whole 60-day pass thing again, so that's that for me. Overall, though, I have enjoyed my experience. Obviously, we've had a lot of fucking sessions over the last 2 months. Like, say, I had 52 days. Probably would have gotten this one a bit early, but obviously I had to take that 2-week exile because of my back and all that, so... overall, enjoyed this. Glad I did it. Obviously, we're not done, but we're going to be done for now. We're going to take at least a year break, roughly. Or at least 10 months before we move on. Obviously, I might do something during the winter, like some grinding and stuff. I might record a little bit. I don't know. I haven't really decided. But overall, fun game. Has its flaws, but then again, that's because the flaws it has are all basically MMO stuff that you should expect anyway, like fetch quests.
Yeah.
Other than that, definitely try it. And that's what I have to say. So, Nova, I will get you to give your thoughts and opinions now, buddy.
Okay, here I go.
You can shut up.
I had not... Anyways, I was big Final Fantasy guy, but not so much into the MMOs like this one in 11 because they were MMOs and you had to pay the whole monthly subscription. When I saw him do this game as part of his trial run of it, I actually did get a little bit intrigued to try this game out because I like the story, I like the characters in it, and I actually really come to like the music. So I actually thought, let's give it a shot. So I played it, and I really got into this game. I have, as of last night, I think it was even somewhat today, and I'm not making this up. I have now put, as of then, that is, 666 hours into this game.
Just to butt in very shortly, that fucking talks me. I'm about, as of today, so I checked earlier, I'm now probably about 102 hours in. Jesus Christ, dude, you've got so much more than me. Sorry, anyway, carry on with your thing.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the reason I do have that much more into it is because I played this game quite a lot more than he did, and I've even got other characters in this game, but one of which I've been playing as right now, and I've actually gotten all the way to the post-Heavensward portion of the game now already. Almost through that, actually. Funny thing. But yeah, this game right now, we've been playing Realm Reborn, is pretty good, and I actually did get the paying for these subscriptions here because I don't mind it, and honestly, I enjoyed this game enough. Otherwise, if I didn't, I wouldn't have done it. But then again, that's for everybody to decide on their own. If they like this game enough, if they want to pay the subscription or not, there's different ways of paying it. Either through Steam or through some other methods. Just as there is of like using things like Logstation.
Yeah,
then having said that, which then again, having said all that, I still have no interest in going back and playing FF11. I never did, and I probably never will because it just never appealed to me. Beside the whole MMO thing. But as far as this game goes, this game I think is worth it. It's got even more stuff. It's go through this game in farther, which we won't be doing now, but perhaps next year we'll be touching on the 7th Astral Era, which is the post-Realm Reborn, and Heavensward, and the Dragon Song War, which is post-Heavensward. Because I think that amount of quests right there between those three, I think literally equals what we did just in Realm Reborn right now alone. Because I think you counted over 200 quests here.
200, I want to say about 230, but I'd actually have to go and check again.
Yeah, 230. Well, we'll use that as just a guesstimate. now just for the sake of it here. Because I actually do have a notepad pile here with the other quests in there. Yeah, 7th Astral Era, 100 quests, just that alone. Heavens were 94, so that's 194.
That's like,
yeah. Yeah, Dragon Song War, only 44 quests.
So yeah, roughly the same.
Yeah, so all 3 of those are literally roughly the same. And here's the other part about that. That next year will probably not be nearly as the kind of grinding we would have to do now. I mean, to some degree it will be because of tokens you'll have to try and use to get better armor and gear and stuff. But as far as level grinding, it won't be nearly as bad because we're only talking like maybe 10 levels minimum, maybe only a little more. Yeah, because
wasn't the cutoff like level 60 before Stormblood came out?
Before Stormblood, yeah, but now because Stormblood's been out, the level cap is at 70.
Oh, I know that. What I mean is because of that, that means like all the quests will be like up on maximum by level 60. Like the last one will be level 60 for Heavensward.
Yeah, the last Dragon Song War quest will be all the Dragon Song War quests are no higher than level 60. It's like the 7th Astral Era quest, which is close to this portion of the game. Those are no higher than level 50, so you won't see a boost from level 50 and beyond in quests. Minimum, like what you need for new main quests until Heavens.
Well, here's the thing. As of that fight, I'm at level 51 already, so...
Yeah, so you're already kind of right there already. Yeah. Then again, that whole red maid suggestion getting that...
It's something I'll check out anyway. I'll see what I fancy doing.
It won't set you back much, but even then, this is the best time to do it now, so you're not having to grind a whole lot just to get that level back. But anyways, besides that, yeah... For Heavensward, for people playing that, I recommend, getting into, like, your mid-level 50s for that, because by that time, if you got the right gear, you won't even have to get any until, like, freaking Idleshire with the best gear in Heavensward, and so forth. Because, I will say this, Heavensward actually also had some nice soundtracks to it as well, and Stormblood is no exception.
The Final Fantasy music in general is just really good, though.
Yeah, it is. As far as that goes, and yeah, there's more credits there too later on. Otherwise, yeah, this game, for an MMO that I'm probably the first time actually playing it, though, I definitely give the game a major thumbs up as a Final Fantasy guy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I say, even though I don't like the whole pay-per-month thing, especially when the game itself costs money, I still think it's a fantastic game. It's a good Final Fantasy game. It's just the fetch quests that kind of ruin it.
Yeah. And then again, depends on what fetch quests you decide to do or what not do. Some of the main scenario ones can be annoying. I'm not going to deny them. Some are kind of stupid and probably didn't need to really be thrown in there. And yeah, the fact that the 7th Astral Era itself, which is just post this game, is 100 quests alone, I think is ridiculous. I mean, that they could have cut down a little bit.
Yeah, I should also point out quickly that the next thing you guys see probably might not actually be the 100 quest thing. I have still got a week left of my current subscription, and we have talked about having a fun session somewhere. Golden Sorcery, like I say, if we get SG, we're going to be recording the Palace of the Dead from the start. So we will be doing probably one more session where we're just having some fun, essentially.
Yeah.
So that's what you'll see next time, guys. You won't be seeing us start the 100 quest thing until we get to this next session of this, which will be a year, well, just under a year from now. But
we're talking like next year's.
It won't matter to you guys. Obviously, this is part 90, so you won't be seeing this fucking video till 2020, I think?
Oh, God, yeah.
2020, yeah, it will be 2020 you'll be seeing this video. If that, so even 2021, who knows?
Yeah.
By then, Donald Trump will have destroyed the world, and this video will be going out to the aliens. Coming to salvage what's left of the Earth. Hello there. Anything else you need to say about your take on the game?
No, definitely some nice scenery in the game as far as graphics goes. I like the Mordona with the wreckage of the Calamity and places like the Black Shroud and Udal and Lima Lomitia. They did a really good job with the graphics of the game. And one of the things that hurt the original version of this game, version 1.0, was the fact that they put so much into there, like they did with FF11, that they had all these different parts, and Megan just got this watching the video off as part of a series on that, what went wrong with it.
Yeah.
They had all the different parts of the game in there would help to make the game. The problem was they didn't properly fit them so that they were all connected and worked with each other a lot better. Because of that,
They didn't join together in this.
Yeah,
it's like putting the sand land next to the snow land, essentially.
Yeah, they didn't have them together to properly mess with each other, and as a result, the original game suffered from massive slowdown and just problems with the servers, and that's why the original one had to be scrapped after a little while or discontinued. And
I will give it this though. I think FF14, the original, had probably the best ending to any video game where the world just ends. Essentially, yeah.
Or it looks like it ends and then...
Well, you know what I mean.
A miracle happens to save some of them.
Especially since it was like, from what I saw a couple of videos myself, like, people would actually be in the game, and it wasn't like a cutscene or anything, but you could see this meteor just coming down to the earth very, very slowly, like its last 20 minutes to be a countdown and everything. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have been there for that, actually.
And there's a shot of a Gobdu enemy in the nighttime scenery in the...
Nova's about a minute or so ahead of me in the credits. Yeah. Probably not that much, probably about 30 seconds in the credits.
Yeah, you got the Scions basically sharing a dinner back at the headquarters, the waking sand, basically a giant banquet by the look of it. And you see Wedger trying to pose for the camera there. It's like, come on, dude, you gotta do better than that.
I would say, I mean, I highly doubt it. If anybody's watching this and fancies joining us when we do get to other stuff, we wouldn't mind taking over people in, of course.
Oh, no. It's just always, it's schedule and time permitting, obviously, because other people
I know, for you. We have an easier schedule for each other for this, so...
That's the thing that really was why SG wasn't able to join us for more of this. His weekly, during the week schedule, it didn't mesh with ours, so the only time he could have joined us was during the weekend, and we didn't do as many of them during the weekend.
Yeah, I think this is the first weekend we've done this month, actually. Because I took 2 weeks off because of my back.
Yeah.
We didn't do it last week.
Yeah.
We didn't do it last Saturday anyway, that's what I mean.
Right.
So yeah, it probably is about a month since we've had a weekend at this.
Yeah.
Obviously,
yeah, sorry, we would have done last Saturday, and you're still your back was you, because that was actually last Saturday that you announced you were going to put your streaming on a hiatus until we got this done, so at least that's what I remember.
I actually thought it would be still thingy a bit, so I must admit I thought like next week would be when we get this done, but yeah, we got to the end very fast and we beat the game pretty quickly. And you were right, the dungeon did take about 50 minutes overall with the cutscene, probably closer to 40 actually, but what with semantics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, I know if you're watching this, you've probably had enough of Final Fantasy on my channel, because while you've been watching this, there'll be certain weeks when Final Fantasy VIII is on during the week. Obviously, these are, and I haven't mentioned it yet, because obviously part 1 of this hasn't even gone up yet, but obviously these are Sunday uploads every Sunday, 1 episode per week, and then obviously Monday, Wednesday, and Friday currently, but that's the plan currently for this year, is normal Let's Plays, and there will be certain weeks where you get 3 episodes of FF8 and then an episode of FF14 on a Sunday. So yeah, you're probably a little bit Final Fantasy out on here, but unfortunately these videos will continue, hopefully, because we'll have a good year and a half to record the next portion of the game. In fact, we've actually got close to 2 years, Nova, because these videos don't start till November the 11th, and it's only the 5th of August.
Yeah,
so, yeah, we've actually got probably about 2 years to record the next session, really.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. I mean, there's been some things I didn't like about. I mean, I like the fact if you could have bought
about that part of the credits, it says Meteor Survivors, and it's coming up with the names.
Yeah, just leave it on. We're still talking anyway, so leave it on.
Yeah.
You know, I wish there'd been certain differences. I wish we could have bought Chocobos early on, like, you know, make it accessible at least, you know, make it a ridiculous amount of money. Make it like 20,000 gold or something. You know, something that you couldn't usually afford if you were playing on your own or if you were like that. Obviously, we would have been able to because, you know, Nova gave us quite a hefty amount of cash, but...
Yeah, well, mainly you. I don't think I gave SG that.
No, I'm still not sure. I'll have to watch it back on the playthrough.
But I did for you because of the fact that the whole teleport thing, that's cost money. You were actually down there mistakenly on money because...
How much did you actually start the game with? Is it 300,000?
Because of the job boosting kit, I got some currency I was able to sell for 300,000 gills.
Yeah, I'm actually close to what you had at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, because I think now I'm over 400,000, maybe close to 500, maybe higher than that even.
Is there a cutscene post-credits by any chance?
I think there is, so...
We'll end it after that credit sequence then, but... you know, it's... as I said, the next session we will be recording, of course. It's not going to just be thinking. We are going to have fun for the next session. Like I said, there's a lot we didn't show off in the game. We went through the main quests, guys. We didn't show off side quests. We didn't show off much, to be honest. We showed off a few fates.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Get the Peace Tribe quest to unlock them, but we didn't actually show them off.
I did, but we haven't done commentary yet.
Okay.
They have been recorded.
Okay.
And we don't have to do commentary for them yet for a while anyway.
Yeah.
They're like part 70 something, 80.
Yeah, I could show you an optional dungeon or two we could do when we're having fun, like Pharaoh's Series, which is
don't bother tonight, dude. I'm gonna be streaming after we're done here, but
I'm not talking tonight, just like, when we do our bullshitting around session or whatever.
Yeah. I'm guessing our names are gonna show up on this list, by the way.
I don't know, because it's mentioned at the beginning before Meteor, so I don't know if that counts us or not.
Fair enough. Are these the people that were in the original FF14 then? Who played
That's
the FF14?
What I'm wondering if they might have been.
You know what? Yeah, then we do need to leave this in. This is, to pay homage to everybody who played the original. Yeah, if your name's on here, well done. You got to play the original. Lucky bastards.
Yeah, you suffered through the original, I should say.
Well, yeah, suffered. I would have liked to be there at the end, but then, semantics and all that. It's been an interesting one, though, guys. I mean, we absolutely was not expecting... Well, I wasn't expecting the game to be quite as much fun as this, obviously. And this is something I will say here. Obviously, Nova has been very, very informative during this entire Let's Play. I've pretty much just been... Despite being the one recording and editing this, I am not the focus of this one. Nova was. He was the one that knew this. He was the one that was pretty much the leader of this. And he will be when we get into the next part of the main game. He'll always be the leader of this because he's much better at this than I am. And
I'll say this, even when I've been helming this or trying to get through this, we've still had our mistakes on the way. I mean, I'll admit now, we probably didn't pick the best server to start on. We should have started the one that preferred, because we would have gotten those silver Kokomo tokens,
or even the EXP boost.
Yeah, the XP boost, which would have helped.
Whatever, it happens at the end of the day. We're here. This is, Chaos is our home now. Is it Chaos? Yeah.
Or Excalibur,
Excalibur, whatever. Excalibur is our home.
Yeah. Yep.
So, it's what it is. And here's the thing, let's say, there was problems, I would say, this wasn't a bad Let's Play, in my opinion. This was not FF6 levels of bad for me.
No.
I still go to that as probably my worst one. I had no idea what I was doing for most of the game. But that wasn't the focus of the game. The focus of the game was to show the game off for people that don't want to don't want to pay for this.
Yeah.
And mainly, I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed playing it, even. And here's the thing. I know this was a very chill a very chill Let's Play. And there was periods where I didn't speak for a long time, even when it just went completely quiet. Yeah. And if you don't like that, I apologize, obviously, but I really did have to focus at times, and Nova wasn't always there to hold my hand. So, occasionally I'd get lost, occasionally I had struggled to do certain things. It should have been fairly easy. And I'm going to be honest here, guys, I probably shouldn't have gone with Arcanist.
Yeah, that may have been.
I've learned how to play, and I actually do enjoy playing Arcanist, but I probably was not the best idea for me to do Arcanist at all.
Yeah.
There's only so much I can really say when it comes to that.
The thing with Arcanist, when it comes to that job, is unique, is that's the only class to split off into more than one job, because usually you play as another class, you go straight to another job. Here it branched off into two, and the problem there was that you either went Summoner, where you were only summoning and help boosting those, or you went Scholar, where you were only healing and maybe summoning fairies, which, if you don't know how to play that could be problematic. It's found out the hard way during the Garuda fight.
Yeah, here's the thing. Summoner, I was getting the hang of Summoner, but the thing is I don't have much I can use with Summoner at the moment. Like free spells I can use to improve my... to help my summon, and that's all I could really do. I couldn't really do much else with it. And Summoner and Scholar, I didn't dislike playing as Scholar when we did that one boss fight. I mean, we struggled, and part of that was my fault. In fact, a big part of that was my fault. But the problem I had was I couldn't understand how to preserve the MP.
Yeah.
Because the MP with Scholar goes down really fucking quickly.
Yeah, and there is a trick to doing that, but apparently the problem is didn't have much time to actually play as Scholar until that fight.
No.
That was probably really bad timing.
Yeah, when we actually beat that boss, what I ended up doing was I didn't start casting I didn't start casting any spells until somebody was like halfway down their health or something.
Yeah.
I was basically, as soon as somebody's health went down even just a little bit, I started healing up. And probably wasn't the smartest move.
What I've read up about the big way of using Scholar is to make it so that your assistant fairy that you summon is the one mainly doing the healing and making sure they're doing it so that you're not having to do it nearly as much. But again, that's easier said than done. If you haven't played before, you could get lost and end up going
we're on the
MP
bees.
really quickly. Yeah, we're actually on the bee. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of names.
It is a lot of names, but you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
We've talked over... Dude, we talk over the fucking wrestling, dude. We can talk over a few credits. Well, you and I.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, you were in one of those episodes, so fuck. Yeah, I was wrong, actually. Yeah.
And one of the characters I'm playing as now, currently, I did try out another white magic or healing-based job known as not Arcanist, but Astrologian, which is one of the Heaven's Word jobs. And a limited experience, it actually was interesting. It's also got the whole drawing card gimmick where you get a boost from drawing and using that card you drew.
Yeah.
But also it's based upon healing and doing some damage via combust spell, which is similar to like you casting your bile, which did damage over time effect, kind of like that spell did. But it was not a bad job. Healing wise, I actually did okay with it. Obviously, I goofed and forgot that I had freaking Protect when I went in the first dungeon, so people are probably wondering why am I not casting Protect, but you know, you learn from stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. It's just one of those. It's a learning experience as the entire game. To be honest, you know, you're never gonna master it. Obviously, I definitely haven't mastered Arcanist yet. So.
Oh no. Because even with Samurai, I mean, this is one of the few times I've played it yet. I haven't gotten all the way down to the end as far as I can go with Samurai.
There's a lot of Brandons.
Yeah.
There's like 100 Brandons. If not more.
I'm actually in the C's right now.
Yeah, B went pretty quick there actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as far as the Samurai job goes, the highest I knew was level 59 on any characters, so I'm still had gotten to level... To be fair, I hadn't gotten all the way with much of any job other than Monk. It was on my first character, I got to level 70 with it.
Yeah. Alright, well, I suppose, you know, there's... I mean... I'm still on the B's, by the way. I think I'm about to enter the C. So, yeah, I'm about 30, 40 seconds behind you, roughly. Okay. I mean, I say, the only other MMO you guys will probably... I mean, if 11 is, like, in its last year or something, maybe I'll just do, like, post-commentary and just record it. I don't know. I doubt I will, but maybe the only other MMO you'll see me do is probably Elder Scrolls Online. And that is because you can play that as a solo experience. You know, Elder Scrolls is primarily meant for solo. And you don't actually have to pay a monthly subscription, which is good, as long as you've got the game.
Yeah, that actually does help.
So yeah, that is the only other... Sorry, I'll try and not sound so cockney. That is the only other MMO that you'll ever see me do. Probably, it said 11, maybe. No promises. But that is definitely one. But yeah, it's not like this is even the last part, so, you know, not going to say our goodbyes or anything stupid like that. Just, will there be a break between these and the next parts? I don't think so. Like I said, we still got at least one more session with my current subscription, so we'll get some more stuff in there. We have plenty of time to record the next portion though, so we'll have like 2 years to record the next portion, so I don't think there'll be any kind of gap between like part 100 and 101 or anything like that, whatever it is, whatever part this ends up being. As I said, next time we'll try and get some more people in if we can. Not necessarily for the main quest, but maybe for some like big dungeon stuff and all that.
Preferably for Palace of the Dead, so we can actually...
and we are going to be restarting that from floor 1, by the way.
Yeah.
We're not...
unfortunately, the rules of Palace of the Dead basically make it so if you do a certain party, you have to stick with that party, otherwise you have to start over, so... We started with, like, two of us, so... And we need more people for it, to be fair, because the last time we did this, it was... The first 10 floors went fine, but the second 10 were... I'm sorry, to be honest, it was a fucking train wreck.
With the slime, we were able to finally work our way around and understand what we had to do. But then we started I mean, like, the first time we played, we actually got to the boss.
Yeah.
The 3 times after that, we failed. And then the last time we tried, we got to the boss.
The real problem is the boss in there. Just 2 people's not enough for the boss.
Especially when one of us doesn't know what they're doing properly, i.e. me.
Well, in particular, if you don't have a certain like character left, like, for example, had we had a tank there, maybe we would have had a better chance.
We did have Cartmite Topaz, but obviously it's only a summon and it can't do everything on its own, so...
Right.
It wasn't actually that was the problem. The problem was the fucking... the boss summoned its little fucking minions. And with only 2 of us actually in there, it was hard to keep track of each other in case we needed help. And the problem was the
minions kept going after you rather than going after me.
Yeah, because you probably could have dealt with them on your own, and I could have healed you as you was dealing with them.
Yeah.
No, they
I could have at least turned my attention toward them, and then you could have kept me healed while I was trying to kill them. The other thing, too, is that, when the boss does eventually summon the minions again, so it's like you have to deal with the minions fast enough. We didn't, so. Because in that same period, the boss likes to do this big attack, line attack right at people. And that was actually, oddly enough, the perfect time to attack the boss. The minions had been distracted properly enough, but since we weren't able to do that, we had the minions to deal with. We kind of got screwed over, so...
Yeah, it definitely wasn't fun to lose so many times. We lost 3 fucking hours in that palace.
Yeah.
We're making no progress. And what pissed me off the most was you got nothing for dying. Not even a bit of gil, not even a tiny bit of experience. Nothing. Yeah. You saw your score, that was it, and I don't give a fuck about my score.
Yeah.
You could have given me something, game.
Yeah. The fact that we got no experience unless we completed the 10 floors, that was, I think, the part that was on it. Yeah,
I mean, I understand to an extent, but it still pisses you off, especially when we do, like I said, we probably will need 4 people for the palace.
Yeah.
I know we can probably get SG in for a session, but I actually don't know anybody else that plays it, so...
Yeah. The only thing I'm thinking of was one of SG's buddies on the server who also plays this game, because they joined him for D&D, but...
Well,
then again, it depends on if they're available too, or if
I say, Palace of the Dead probably... We might... here's the thing, I mean, we said another session next week. SG said he'll see if he's available. If he's available, I say we give it a go. We give the Palace of the Dead a try.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, we'll go do something fun. We'll go do the Golden Saucer or something.
Yep. Or we'll even check out an absolute dungeon or two. One that we won't...
Why not?
Yeah.
And I may even try out this fucking thing and get the Red Mage instead. Who knows?
Yep.
Hey, anything's possible, really. Definitely a lot I actually wanted to try out. I think I got like a fucking dog and cat thing I can use as a pet, but I never even tried those things out. There's a lot I left behind in this game, but then again, we were only doing the main quest and the main scenarios.
Because here's the other thing, as long as I've been playing this game, I have still not done any of the crafting or gathering the game has to offer in there.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't do that is because that's a little too much, even for an MMO. It's like, I want to do in there... I don't mind doing like side stuff like side quests or fetch quests at times, depending on how good or bad they can be, but the crafting and gathering, I think, gets a little bit too deep for me. Because there's actually a Beast Tribe quest here, the 5th one, which I didn't have them yet because in order to complete those, it involved crafting to do it. So, and then, since I didn't do it, I didn't want him getting it. And unfortunately, the same thing is the case with one of the Beast Tribes in Heavens as well, where I think the Moogles are like that as well.
Alright, fair. Like I said, there's still a lot of stuff that even Nova hasn't done in this game, so there's plenty more to explore, plenty more to see.
Yeah.
Not to quote Pokemon too much, but it's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new world to see. Pokemon Joe 2.
And I just got out of Ease too.
You got the what? Sorry.
I just got out of the Ease.
Oh, you got out of them or you started them?
I started them a little while ago.
Are you on the S now then?
No, I'm still on. I started the E's.
Oh, I'm on the things. I'm on DO at the moment, like Donald and all that.
Yeah, you might be on the E's pretty soon then.
Nobody had a Donald Trump character. That's surprising. And again, why would anybody want to play with that bastard? I mean, we still got quite a lot of fucking names to go through yet. I'm definitely gonna leave them in, but what we might do is. We might sign off here, and I'll just let the credits keep playing. Obviously, we'll have to I can't really mute, so you'll have to mute yourself with your finger, and I can mute myself on my microphone.
Because the thing is, I think there's more cutscene after this is over, so...
I mean, obviously, I'll record it all, obviously, but this may be where we sign off. I mean, here's the thing, guys, I'm not going to cut the credits into parts, don't worry. I'm just going to leave it as one big part, no matter if it's like an hour and a half, fuck it. You know, at the end of the day, these people played the time, you know, they deserve a little bit of recognition, even if it's just from me, Nova, and any poor sap who ends up watching this. So, yeah, final sign off, I suppose, here, you know. Fun game. If there's ever a free weekend or something where you get a chance to play I definitely recommend you download it and give it a try. Again,
and I'll just say this right now, as somebody who didn't try it out and had the right circumstances, tried it out, the free trial of this game, and it's your first character, and I don't know if they still do this or not. I got to level 30 or 35 for the first time with my first character. I got an extra 15 free days to do it afterwards. Before I
Jenny bastard.
Which, you know, if it still goes on and you get it, kudos to you if you can get that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, my only tip for this is make sure you find and sign up on the right server. That would be the server that has the star glowing next to it.
I would also recommend you play this with a friend.
Yeah.
I can't think... I mean, you'll probably... If you like MMOs or anything enough, then obviously you'll be able to do it. You'll probably make your own friends, you know, find a free company or something. But, you know, if you're starting like me and you're not really an MMO person and, you know, you like RPGs, but, you know, you like single-player RPGs, obviously, you're gonna struggle. And obviously having Nova here was a godsend, essentially. So, you know, again, I really enjoyed this game, but there are going to be certain problems with it. Like I say, I definitely recommend you play this with friends if you buy it. Obviously,
or if you have to go solo, at the very least, make sure you know what you're doing here.
Yeah, make sure you know what you're doing. If you find a free company, get in the free company.
Yeah.
Try and make some friends in the game. Obviously, that's easier said than done if you've got fucking problems like I do. But, you know, try and make sure you party up or something. You know, the game is fun enough on its own. It will be all that much better if you do play with other people.
And the reason I say is find the right server for that to join, the ones that are highlighted, because you do get things like that. Like, you get a boosted experience you can get, and more importantly, you can get a free gift of silver chocobo feathers, 10 of them, provided the thing still goes on then, if and when you see this and when you decide to play the game. Because if you do, that'll help you immensely when it comes to obtaining the level 50 Ironworks gear. Because you'll be able to use 5 of them to get the weapon, and the other 5 to get basically a 2-piece set of the body piece, the body armor, the body gear, and the leg gear, which is basically 2 less pieces you have to spend grinding tokens for, and more importantly, even less time trying to get the goddamn weapon because of what they make you do for that.
What he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I say, again, if the words MMO scare you because you're not a keyboard person, don't worry, like we said, we've played this entire thing from start to finish with controllers. Yep. And you saw how well Nova was playing, so it is perfectly...
I played the entire way through the controller. The only time I've used the keyboard is when I've actually had to type something in the chat.
Yeah, you will have to do that for typing, but that is it. You know, when it comes to the pure game itself, the game is fully compatible with controller. Yep. I don't just mean that in this thing. The game is built around controller gameplay as well. This isn't just for keyboard players.
And if you're good enough at this, you can even set up your cross hotbar.
Yeah, and again, you can get this on a bunch of different consoles. PS3, PS4, I think Xbox One as well, maybe. I can't remember.
The controller hotbar will set up that you can even do not just your current hotbar, but you can have hotbar number, which is, I think,
I had like 3 of them going, dude, there at the end.
Yeah, right. It had the hotbar below, and then you had the one above that where you get to it by basically double tapping one of 2 buttons to get there.
Yeah, you see, it won't take you long to understand the basics.
It's very controller-friendly.
Yeah, it's very controller-friendly. It won't take you long to get into the gameplay in itself. And the game does offer a tutorial explanation sort of thing.
Right,
so
there's a lot of...
I didn't do it, obviously I didn't show it off, but that is only because I'd done... as I've already mentioned, I did have a free trial, and I did know how to play the game with the controller anyway. I knew how I knew I had to press in order to activate and the command and all that, so it wasn't like I was blind in that respect.
Right.
But it won't take you long. It'll take you half an hour.
a controller guy, I mean, if you're one who plays with a keyboard, you can easily play this game with a keyboard as well. Because I've seen people on YouTube when watching OST videos actually playing this with a keyboard.
Yeah.
You know, Stark Zodiac on YouTube, Mecha D on YouTube.
What we're saying is, don't be afraid of the game if you're a controller person,
Yeah.
if you're a console person, or something like that.
It
fully
works
accessible.
with both. Yep.
You're not going to be lost with this one at all. Don't worry about
No.
it. I don't think I have anything else to say. Do you?
No, I think I've pretty much got what I need to say about this game.
All right. So SG, thank you for your the part you played in this earlier on. Obviously, I think you made. Did he reappear for commentary at some point?
I don't think so. I think it was just that one. Yeah.
He was actually in a good few parts. He was in about 5-6 parts or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for joining us for that. Thunder, you've been here as well. Certain points.
Yep.
Thank you to you.
Yep.
Opie, thank you as well. And Scarecrow, I believe, was here as well. So thank you, you guys. If I've missed anybody,
no, I think you got.
I think I got everybody, didn't I? All right. So Nova, biggest thank you goes to you for agreeing to join me with this, because we have been planning this for a while, guys. We've been planning this probably since December, I think. December of 2017.
Yeah, possibly like that. Yep.
Yeah, by the time you see this, this will sound like years ago by this point, but we have been planning this for months.
Now, if it weren't for you, I probably wouldn't have gotten into this game, so I'll definitely give you a shout out.
Oh, thank you for that. And we'll leave it at the H's, I suppose, and because I am bursting to use the bathroom. But when obviously, don't worry, guys. The video is going to keep replaying. We're just going to mute. And we will be back with the next part, obviously, because we are not fully finished. My subscription is not run out yet. We will have more, and then obviously after that next year, we will begin recording the 100 quest thing that Nova mentioned earlier.
Yep.
So
we're getting into the 3-part thing. The first part being the 100 quests.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. This is when we start recording. I just meant this is the first thing you do. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everybody who participated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sayonara.
Yep.
What is it?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage! It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Bahamul, move. One Azaz, move, star.
Fanzad lokpai ki hats Aldorn Zur, Ukdorn.
We next starve Chemuv. They only cause the pause right ball.